I had just seen Lady Sings the Blues. I was obsessed with Diana Ross. And I particularly love the scene where Billie D. Williams comes into the nightclub and she sings Them Their Eyes. And it was a very, kind of like upbeat jazz number. I was working with Tom Snow, who we were both signed to the same publisher, and he put us together. Richard Perry, who had signed both of us to a publishing deal, was in the midst of recording Diana Ross. Of course, I'm obsessed with her. I mean, not only did I love the movie, but I was her when I was little, and I would stand in the mirror and do Stop in the Name of Love, among other things. Anyway, we wrote this song, and the verse of the song was very much, had the vibe of that Lady Sings the Blues scene that she did in the jazz club. That's Them Their Eyes. Had that bebop kind of feel. Had sort of a Motown chorus, and the song was called Getting Ready for Love. And lo and behold, we played it for Richard. No, I take that back. We were in the back studio demoing it. Diana Ross went to the bathroom, heard it through the wall, and came in and said, "What's that?" I mean, I was like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? She's in the studio? Oh my God. Anyway, so that was it. And the next thing I knew, Richard loved it. It was being recorded. I was allowed to come in the studio and watch it being recorded with Miss Ross. Unbelievable experience. And anyway, I couldn't believe it. It ended up being the first single off of her Baby It's Me album. It was my first international top 5 hit, and I was like friggin' blown away. And I remember I was driving down Sunset Boulevard in my beat up 73 rusted out Volkswagen, and I'm right on Sunset, and all of a sudden I turn on the radio and there it is. And I'm like, oh my God, my song's on the radio. I've got to call somebody. And there was no cell phones, there was no car phones. And I see a phone booth. I pull over. I dial my father in Chicago. And I'm like, Dad, my song's on the radio. Oh my God. And I pull the receiver over to my car. I crank the volume. I'm holding the phone, cranking the volume. And I was just in tears. My father was in tears. And it was just a magic moment that I'll never forget as long as I live. Like the first time I heard one of my songs on the radio with my dad. Priceless, priceless.